social media age, it has become easy to keep up with our favorite celebrities. But some people do this to the point of obsession as they take overboard measures just to follow up with their events and see them. Today on Catholic Faith Forum, with me, Chima, we'll be discussing celebrity obsession with two wonderful guests. We'll be going on a short break now, but when we come back, we'll go straight into the discussion. Don't touch that dial. It's still Catholic Faith Forum with me, Chima, and today we're talking about celebrity obsession. I have two wonderful guests with me in the studio who will be sharing their experiences with us. First, I have George Jean from the Department of Psychology, University of Lagos, and I have Nkem Nwunyeocha, also from the Department of Psychology, University of Lagos. Thank you so much for coming on the show, guys. It's a pleasure, and I hope we'll be able to learn some funny things about. Alright, so today we're talking about celebrity obsession, and before that, let me know, who is your favorite celebrity? George?
Okay, for my favorite celebrity, I would say I have different celebrities. I have locally and internationally.
Why the distinction?
Okay, because I feel the markets are different. I feel the people, the fans are different, the celebs are different. You know, I feel they have there are different ways of modes of accommodation that they give locally. It's also different from the one they give internationally. You know, they behave differently. So that's why I made this distinction.
Interesting. Okay, so then who are your international and local favorite celebrities?
For international, I'll go with Jacob. And locally, I'll go with MI.
Interesting. Alright, Nkem, how about you?
I actually do not have any favorites.
Why is that?
I lost interest in them a long time ago.
Because
I couldn't get anything. How do I say it? They didn't know me. I don't know them. I'm not getting anything from them. They are not like my physical friends. They are more like virtual things.
So because it was a one-sided relationship, you decided to just...
Very much one-sided.
Alright, cool. Okay, so now I would have to ask, do you think it is actually a healthy practice to admire popular people?
Well, I would say yes, it is to admire popular people. Normally, there are two sides to the coin. It depends on if this popular person is actually good, if the values you're admiring him for is actually a good value, or if it's bad. But generally, I would say it is actually good to admire popular people. It's what comes with popularity.
Interesting. Well, what about you?
I actually agree with him. Because you can either admire the positive or you can either admire the negative. Now, because you are popular, some people will say you are doing this and they feel like, yeah, they can do it too. But sometimes they will say that, yes, you're doing this negative and like, you are doing it. This should be a good thing.
Okay. So let's talk a bit about role models. What do you think about having role models?
Role models are good.
They are good. Okay, George, what do you think about it?
I believe in role models.
You believe in role models. Why? Why do you believe in role models?
Well, because especially now, the thing is, role models are actually very good. They help you, especially when you are going in line with what your role model is going for. So you learn a lot, and you learn a lot about the style of the person. You learn how the person takes the audience, how the person takes for example, a musician. You know, you learn how he faces the crowd. You learn how he handles his private life from his public life. You know, you learn how he does his songs. You want to follow how that person is going in a particular way. So yeah, if a good role model, yes, I love having role models.
Okay, so is there any difference now between having role models and celebrities and admiring celebrities? Do you think there is any difference?
No.
Why is that?
A celebrity is somebody who you actually, for me, believe is a celebrity. I can look at myself and tell myself I'm a celebrity. I know myself. I hail myself. I feel popular. I am a celebrity. I am my role model.
Interesting. Okay, so what do you now think classifies a person, apart from the usual definition? What do you think classifies a person as a celebrity?
Well, someone who is popular. That is what everybody knows. But I don't think there's any other definition someone well known within a field. That's just it.
Okay, what about you, George?
I see someone as a celebrity when the person is in the public eye. The public eye, when everyone knows you, walk around and everybody knows you. Most of your contents are in the public, you know. So I see that such person as a celebrity, you can't walk around without having like yeah, entourage, and 85 to 100 people, 85 out of 100
Following you.
following you, or even knowing your name. You understand? You become a celebrity in that place.
Wonderful. Okay, so we're here to share our experiences, yes? So now is the moment of truth. Let's start with you, Nkem. Tell us your story.
My story about my obsession. I had a thing for Lady Gaga. She was so crazy that she beat her own record steady every year, every Grammy. One time she made a dress out of pure beef or mutton, or one of the two. She just used meat to make a dress out of it, and she wore it for the award. And then nobody ever could do something else like that. I mean, everybody tried to be crazy, but it just made me love her more and more.
And okay, so what made you obsess about someone who wears meat?
Her songs.
Okay.
Her songs literally spoke. Like when I heard her sing, she's saying something else underneath the words. I love me like that.
Interesting. Okay, so George, tell us your story.
Okay, you know, I love music. In fact, I do music. So safe to say, I most of my role models were musicians. When I was very young, from age 4 to 5, I was introduced to music very early, and I loved rap music, most especially. I loved listening to the likes of Lil Wayne, the rest of them. So I remember very well that time when I see them on TV. Sometimes even maybe without the television, anything, I'll just wear maybe a baggy, you know, wear singlets, wear my cap, and stand on top of my table. My brothers will be videoing me, and I'll keep going. Most of the Wayne songs, you know, I'll say I want to keep the kind of hair he kept, and you know that stuff. So yes, I would say I was very obsessed, because those times, the very first the very first thing I searched on Google, we were given an assignment in primary 6 to use Google search engines to search, and I searched the word.
Wow.
So yeah, that's what that's my celebrity.
Okay, all right. So I noticed both of you chuckling and giving little remarks when you were telling your stories. So how would you classify his own experience?
Well, you were very young, first of all. And no, actually, yes, almost most people I knew were actually obsessed with you. They held a serious thing for him. It was like you insult him and you die.
Exactly.
You don't have a choice.
Till now.
Okay, so how would you classify Nkem's experience?
Lady Gaga. Anybody who hears Lady Gaga, you know it's craziness. And most of our fans are damn crazy. You know, our Twitter over 21 million fans, and out of meat, then it's a girl's thing.
So hers is just a girl's thing. Guys
It's a
don't
girl's
obsess
thing.
over Lady Gaga.
No. If you see a guy who says, it should be a Bobrisky.
But then
It should be a Bobrisky.
All right. So okay, you're both psychologists, yeah, and in your field, celebrity obsession has been classified as an obsessive addictive disorder. Do you think people could have this disorder without even knowing about it?
yes.
Okay, give us your reasons.
How do I explain this now? I have an apple.
Okay.
I've always eaten an apple, but yet I claim it's not my favorite fruit. My favorite fruit is a mango. Don't you think there's a problem with me?
Yes, I do. I think there's a problem.
Exactly. So I have a celebrity. I wake up every morning. I Google this celebrity, her life, everything she does, what she eats, how to be more like her. And yet, when you ask me, am I not obsessed with her? And I tell you I'm not. Don't you think there's a problem with me?
I would think there's a problem. Exactly. Okay, so that makes sense. But George, do you have anything to say?
Well, you know, most of like you said, in psychology, most mental illnesses, the people don't know.
True.
It's not like physical where you have malaria and be like, oh, I'm gonna be like saying malaria. No. Most mental illnesses, they don't know. It's you that will discover, or someone else will have to report. You understand? So most of them will not know. In fact, there was even a case I saw online one time like that. We're giving an assignment. So I saw this case online whereby the person was saying that Leonardo DiCaprio was a husband to be.
Wow.
She had never met him in person, and she was very serious about this. Very, very serious. But you cannot, she does not know she was having. So, yes, you can actually have celebrity obsession.
I'm enjoying this discussion, but we have to go on a short break now because we have to take views from the street. When we come back from this short break, we will be going straight into the discussion with Nkem and George. Stay with us, don't go anywhere.
Hey guys, welcome to another season of Catholic Faith Forum. Today we are here to get the opinion of people for our topic. Join me.
Okay, I think I'm just a fan of everybody, but I don't have a favorite. So it depends on what song is on, the mood I'm in, and it just keeps switching. I've tried to say, okay, I really love this person, but it doesn't always work.
Depends on your definition of a celebrity. I have people that I look up to. But when you talk about celebrity, I'm not too. Well, I like fashion, I follow trend, but my celebrities are not within the fashion industry or the entertainment industry. I look up to the people like the likes of John Paul, Pope St. John Paul, Nelson Mandela.
There's something you need to do, or something you want to do to get their attention. What would you do?
To get their attention. They are far from me. I guess I am a social activist in sense. I guess I just have to put up a program that will be interesting enough for them to attend.
But my favorite footballer is Cristiano Ronaldo. So that's it, my favorite celebrity. I don't have a favorite celebrity per se. I'm not that fanatic, sorry.
So
I'm not that.
It doesn't count. You don't care.
I
Just
don't.
looking for her.
Yeah, he's a good player. Like he excels at almost everything. He's good, though he's not so humble. But he has this arrogance about him that is still cool somehow. And then he does charity, so that's one of the things I like about him.
Favorite celebrity, I won't say favorite celebrity, but I think I love Asha, and it doesn't mean I have to do anything crazy to get her attention. So.
Welcome back to the studios of Catholic Faith Forum. We're discussing celebrity obsession with George and Nkem. So guys, before the break, we were talking about if people could know if they have celebrity obsessions or not. And thank you for those answers. Now, from your experience or from your experiences, how can one be able to diagnose himself or herself if they have celebrity obsession or not?
Okay, like I earlier said, most mental illnesses, people do not know that they have those illnesses. But you can, for some, you can know. Maybe once you start seeing that you want to know every detail about their personal life. I mean, some go deep. Some go deep as to, I wish I was with this person right now. I want to know, like, they just, that as at that time, every 2 minutes I was searching. Every time I go on Google, my default setting in my head was to search anything you want to be doing as at that time.
Wow.
You know, any of his new videos, I will make sure I see it. I will make sure, you know, I went deep into his personal, like from his name to his date of birth to everything. I knew it's like it was my project work.
Hey.
You understand? So I feel, yeah, once you start going as deep as that, that means you're on your way to celebrity obsession.
All right, Nkem.
For me, I just believe you need to calculate how much time you spend looking up to this person, and how much time you spend looking at your whole life. Like, if you should draw out it in a circle, let's make it in form of pie charts. Let's just say your whole life will most likely take 10%. your priorities and everything, plus your non-priorities and the rest, while the remaining 90, that's what they're taking.
Wow. So how can someone actually know that? Because it could just be something as passing as maybe you're doing your assignment and then your hand just strays to Lil Wayne, or your hand just strays to Lady Gaga, or in my case, Lionel Messi. So I'm just checking out the internet and then I'm just all of a sudden I see something about Messi popping up. I'm like, ooh, let me read about it. So how does that translate to me being obsessed with this person?
Like, okay, this is how I explain it. When you go online, how much time do you spend looking up to that person? Like checking, what did he eat today? What did she do today?
Okay, that's
what did
all
they do
good.
today? Okay, then how much time do you not spend looking out for yourself and your family members and every other person around you? So you find out you spend most of your time being virtual, making connection with other people, and forget about your physical life.
Generations basic lack for
Exactly.
human
Some
interaction.
people even shut other people out
Just because they want
because
to.
yes,
Interesting. All right. So how did you get over yours?
Well, one time she released a new song. The name of the song was Alejandro. And then I saw the lady swallowing a rosary.
Wow.
I said, okay, I'm crazy.
But no.
I don't joke with my faith.
Beautiful.
Then another time she was saying she was in love with Judas, and I'm confused. Why will you be in love with someone who did you wrong? It doesn't make sense. And then she claims she's a Catholic, so yeah.
All these things threw you off. Should we say praise the Lord? All right, George, share your
Okay,
experience.
in my case, I would say time and maturity. As I grew older, I got to see, and again, I got to see less of him. He stopped releasing as much as he used to, and then my whole life started coming out. There was even a period of time I became more spiritually inclined, and as at that, I got a new perspective. Not like I wasn't listening to them any longer, but my life started, I started listening by choice. You understand? So, and I grew more mature than this. Sometimes I will hear some of his lyrics and I'll be like, no. You understand? So I switched. That was when DJ Cole
and everything came up. Interesting. Okay, I wouldn't want to accuse you of having an obsession on those two, but no wahala. So Nkem mentioned the fact that her faith helped her, because when she saw Lady Gaga swallowing a rosary, it sparked something in her. So tell us, how did your Christian faith come into play?
Okay, yeah, like I said, there was a period of time, let's say 2014. 2014 was a turning point for me, because that year I got more in touch with God. I got more in touch with my spiritual life. So that year, from that year down, I listened less to hip hop till now. I started listening less to hip hop. There was even this song I heard of Lil Wayne. He said he made an insulting remark to the Virgin Mary. That did not go down with me at all. You understand? I love Lil Wayne very much, but no, that did not go down well with me at all. And I was like, okay, at some point I'll have to make a distinction, between my faith and this celebrity. You understand? In as much as I love him, but I have to know what comes first.
And in this case, God always comes first. All right. So, seeing as you are real life survivors of this battle, help me, who is a staunch Lionel Messi fan, who can't spend the day without at least checking live scores or goal.com just to see news about him. Give me some other tips on how to get over it.
Well, first of all, we have to diagnose you first.
Let's
because we have to know, like, how long, how does it affect you?
Well, it's been going on for a while.
It's been going on for a while. Like, what exactly do you do? Like, how does it relate with you? Like, how much time do you spend?
Like I said, when I check the internet and I see a news about him pop up, eventually I get distracted.
You get distracted and you keep on reading for.
So do you do murals of him on your wall?
No, that's going too far.
Do you make a carpet of him on your floor?
I think that's going too far. I think that's going too far.
A pillowcase, like everything about him.
Maybe you want to do an assignment now and then you just leave and then the assignment is
or
gone.
during the homily, do you ever pop up to you that, wow, let me just check up this life score?
Or you leave mass to watch ball.
All right, so yeah, you were sharing the tips you for people like me who need to get out of this.
Okay, first of all, you need Jesus.
Amen.
You can't pray. You need to just set a priority, like make a list of the priorities in your life. How you want to achieve them. These people don't know you, don't care even if you die. You are just another part of an existence. You are just one of the billions and billions of followers they have. Like at some point, when during the homily, I'm just singing the song in my head. At some point, I'm singing it out loud. It was that bad. So you just calm down. Like, she doesn't know me. I don't know her on a personal basis. So why am I thinking about someone when it's not money or something so important to me? Like, she's not going to pay anybody's bills but hers. Or just stuck on her own plane.
Okay, so basically you're trying to tell people to make sure that they understand that these people are far-fetched from their realities. All right, George, do you have any tips to share?
Yes, I would say you should just realize that these people are living their own lives. You know, you are far from them. You're doing your own. And very soon you yourself might be a celebrity.
True.
People would look up to you. But I don't think it can be possible if you're busy trying to live another person's life and you forget about yourself. So who are people looking up to? You have to build yourself. You did not come into the world with them. Do you understand? You have to set your own lives. Then try to even beat theirs. Do you understand? If actually they are positive role models, and it starts with getting positive role models. You understand? So you know that your own life comes first.
More like you should make them be like they should become your fans instead of you being their fan.
That's going to be hard. I don't have any footballing talent. How will Messi become my fan? All right, I'm very happy having this discussion, but unfortunately, this is all we can take for today's episode. Thank you so much, George. Thank you so much, Nkem, for sharing your experiences with us. It's been a pleasure. I enjoyed it. I hope you did too.
We enjoyed that.
All right, so make sure you keep up with the conversation by following us on our social media handles, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at CFF on TV. Send us your comments, send us your experiences. We would love to hear them. But before we go, we have Judith and Collins with a bit of info on the Know Your Faith series. Enjoy.
Welcome to Know Your Faith series. My name is Judith.
And I am Collins. Today we'll talk about why the Mass is referred to as the highest form of prayer.
The Mass is a sacrament, a sacrifice, and a communion where Jesus is present in His Word, in the priest, in the congregation, and in the Eucharist.
The Mass is divided into 4 parts: the introductory rites, the liturgy of the Word, the liturgy of the Eucharist, and the concluding rites.
The introductory rite where the priest welcomes his people and prepares them to receive the Word of God and the Eucharist. The liturgy of the Word where the readings are taken, followed by the homily.
We see the Holy Eucharist start from the offertory, where the gifts are offered to the altar, and then transubstantiation, where the bread and wine is turned into the body and blood of Christ. We find out in the Gospel of Luke, chapter 22, that Christ himself initiated the feast of the Holy Eucharist at the Last Supper, where he turned bread and wine into his own body and blood. The concluding rites start from after the prayer after the Holy Communion till the closing prayer said by the officiating priest.
One reason why the Mass is the highest form of prayer is because Christ is sacrificed in each Mass. We receive the body and blood of Christ at each Mass we go for. So you see, that's the highest form of prayer we can ever give.
That's it for today. Thank you very much for joining us.
Till next time,
Be
bold,
bold,
be
be
Catholic.
And that was Judith and Collins with info on Know Your Faith. I hope you enjoyed that segment. All right, so this is all we can take for today's episode on celebrity obsession. Make sure you keep up with us and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Dominican Media Presents, to keep up with new episodes of the show. Until we come your way with another interesting topic, keep being saints in jeans and shirts.